Hello, this is YouTube 31 Pockets, and I'd like to welcome everybody back to part number 2 of my restoration and modification of the 1032 John Deere snowblower. So let's not waste any time and get on with the show. Now we're going to go over some minutes from yesterday. Yesterday we repaired the bottom of the deck. As we can see, as I pull back, you can see we're pretty flat on the ground on our new piece of metal inserted on the bottom of our deck to attach our scraper bar to. Now we're going to go around to the back of the front cutting head, and I'll roll this up so you can see it. With all the things that we did yesterday, we found that we have a bad bushing inside our auger. So today we're going to try and attempt to repair this. Okay, now in the case of this pulley, we became very lucky. This one did not corrode all the way on and froze in, so we'll lift that off of there. And as I examine the bushing closely, we can see where it is busted in one spot. So let me pull back. I'm not sure. We can see with the new bushing, it seems like it's made a little tiny bit better. Hopefully it'll last a little longer. From time to time, once this is taken apart and separated, we can clean it so we can make it so it's a little bit more service friendly to pull it apart and service this from time to time. So basically that's it. We can see it. This is what's going to go in there. Now we did discover a few more issues with the front of the cutter head, mainly on the corkscrew part of the auger. And before we pull out this bushing, we're going to try and attempt to straighten out the front corkscrew. It looks like it hit an object. Okay, now we can see our issue with our front corkscrew, the first stage of the auger, which is this piece of metal right here. It's bent out and it doesn't want to push the snow into the intake path of the second stage of the auger. The way it is right now, it won't be quite so precision. So we're going to try and knock this back straight again. It looks like the other part might be straight, but we're not sure. We'll notice that when we start to work on it. So it's also bent back badly here, like it hit something. We can see the other one at the lower point where it's not been struck yet, or the one that's right here on the opposite side. So we're going to attempt to bend these back straight. So that's our next little thing that we're going to do here. Okay, now our next step is going to be to slide the auger and the fan, secondary impeller, out of this chamber. We just now did the metal preparation for our paint. We took this, it's called rust seal, and we just wiped this on the inside. We sanded it, gave it a brisk sanding, and where all the rusty metal was in the background on the deck and inside the impeller chamber, and cleaned that all down. And we're prepping it to get it ready for caulking. We're going to put body caulking along our welded in seam where it was put, this new patch was put into the deck, so it's a little bit smoother than what it is, as you can see on the bottom. And after that, then we're going to go over it with a coat of paint to touch it up. Now our auger system, we're going to do the same thing. After we got it out, we can see it only has a minor dent, which is right here, and we should be able to heat that up and repair it. And then we're going to prep it and then give it a quick touch up of paint.